Hey, lmao, greetings, Earthlings. How are we all doing this wonderful evening? Hi, Croissant Elf. Hi. How's everyone doing? Let's get the music started. Let's go, baby. What's going on, everyone? Oh, you know what? You know what I just realized? Angel, this is for you. Take good care of her. I will get her back at the end of the stream. Don't make her too sticky there, sticky fingers. What's up with everyone? How's everyone doing? Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Man, I try to come up with something every morning, to talk about, and I'm just like, I just woke up. Like, literally, I just woke up. Like, this new nocturnal sleep schedule that I'm on it's been an adjustment. It's been a real adjustment. So yeah, I'll give you Zone Tot after my birthday. Happy sporting day. I hope you're excited for that. Another year older, another rotation around the sun for you. Congratulations. Very nice. But yeah. So I've been nocturnal because I told you guys I'm on a new sleep schedule for work purposes. I am now working the night shift at the pizzeria. Hello, Rachel. How are you doing? I'm good and tired. Right? Same. So I'm working the night shift at the pizzeria now, which means I'm working from midnight to noon. And it's, like, I've talked about this before, like, I'm naturally nocturnal. So I've, like, been fighting against that natural instinct to just stay up until ass o'clock in the morning and then go to bed at a reasonable time, instead. So I've been like fighting the way I've programmed myself to, go to bed at like, midnight, 1 o'clock, which is still late for normal people, but that's very early for me. So I've been going to bed at like 5 or 6, right? And like for the first few days of me trying to adjust, it was really hard to stay up that late. But now that I've done it a couple times, I look at the clock and it's like, oh crud, I was trying to go to bed at 6. It's like 8 a.m. now. And I'm back on the same opposite problem that I had. It used to be like, oh, I stay up until like 3 or 4 when I need to go to bed at 1 or 2. And nope, now I'm staying up until like 7 or 8 when I need to go to bed at 5 or 6. And it's just, I cannot get to bed on time no matter what internal clock I'm trying to follow. Life is hell. This sucks. This is the worst. Sleep is the worst. Why do you guys' bodies need sleep? It sucks. I don't like it. I don't want it. My last classes today were science and art. My science teacher made pancakes. That's awesome. I mean, baking and cooking is basically science. Baking is just like chemistry, like applied chemistry. It really is. I was creating a pass sign from Sonic CD and Blender and it said to bail on me. Oh no, I hate that. I hate when like your art program just crashes and you lose everything you were working on. If you ever see the sketches of my persona so far, my first Friday Night Funkin' Mod, you'd probably agree that it's terrible. Well, hey, look, sucking at something is the first step towards being kind of good at something. So the point is that you're making stuff and you're practicing and you're building those skills that will eventually culminate and you make it something good. Like, honestly, even if you find something and you're not a fan of it, you don't think it looks good, if you just keep making stuff, the more stuff you make, the better the stuff will be. Yeah. Hi, Yuki, I fell down the stairs. Gleam, we have to stop meeting like this. It's chemical change. Science rules. Yes, exactly. Baking is just very applied chemistry. It's amazing. Cooking, you can get a little bit more, like, creative. You don't have to follow a recipe to the letter, right? But for baking, you've got a very specific application of heat, a very specific application of the acids and the bases and the carbonation that makes like cakes rise and things like that you have to follow it to the letter because you're dealing in very specific ratios. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's really interesting. I am like I know that I have a lot of like creative hobbies. So this is what happens when I like wake up first thing and then I immediately start streaming. Hi, Cindy. Hi. Welcome. This is what happens when I first start. But like, I have a lot of like creative hobbies. Like I make fursuits. I do the art, which is like less hobby, more like job now. But I have a lot of stuff, and I really, really want to get back into baking. Like, I'm actually pretty good at baking. I don't do like really pretty like frosting and artistry and stuff, but all of my stuff tastes really, really good, and I like to focus on trying new like flavor combinations and stuff, you know? If you add too much of this ingredient, it will explode. No, that's exactly what it is. Because, like, if your ratios of, like, leavening is off, it's gonna turn out totally wonk. Absolutely. Yeah. Yuki baking stream? God, if I can ever get to a point where I can do, like, hand reveal stuff, I would love to do that. Because I'd love to do a traditional art time lapse, you know, where I set up a camera like above my hands and it just films me like drawing with my hands. I think that'd be really, really cool because I actually like doing a lot of traditional art. I actually do really like doing a lot of traditional art. I do markers and colored pencil art for my my artist alley table. Those are like my commissions that I sell. So yeah, I have a lot of I'm good at traditional art. It's just I never get a chance to do it on stream because I'm always doing Clip Studio Paint art. So, yeah. Blow up hot dogs in your microwave. Have you guys ever, like, put soap in the microwave? Like, it's a very specific kind of soap, right? It's ivory soap, okay? And ivory soap is unique because it's white because it has a lot of air beat into the soap batter, right? And if you put ivory soap in the microwave, the heat will make those little air bubbles that are already in the ivory soap expand, and you end up with this massive, cloudy mass of soap. It's so neat. Wait, what if we played Overcooked? That may have to be a collab. Ooh, maybe. I've never played Overcooked before. I bet I could find some other VTubers who'd be interested in playing it with me, though. So, yeah. I've been wanting to do some more collabs recently. I just haven't really had a chance because I've been working on the home office space and I've been working on my own projects, but no, I should absolutely do a collab with someone. You know, Nolia's been wanting to do a collab. I think we're going to do an art trade for our collab though. So hello RIFXC, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, no, dude, me and Nolia doing like Overcooked, that'd be kind of fun, I think. Is Overcooked the one where you're like a chef in a kitchen together? Is that it? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Hello, Yuki did some pencil drawings. That's very cool. Very nice. Drawing is fun when you do it right. It's really, really satisfying when something you've been working on comes out the same way it looks in your head onto the paper. Exactly. Yeah, no, I get you. But like the more you do art, the more you'll have the skills to make it look like how you see it in your head. So like, honestly, the best advice I have is just keep practicing. Like, even if you think something looks bad, it's easier to steer away from what you don't like about your art than to steer towards an art style that you do like, right? So if I like do line art for the hair, I gotta remember, hey, no, I don't want to do it that way. I'm gonna try something different. Just trying new things and realizing what you like and what you can replicate reasonably consistently is very important to, you know, developing your art style, you know? So, yeah. Me and my family beat all the Overcooked levels except for the final boss. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up Overcooked because that actually sounds kind of interesting now. I kind of want to see what's up with that. That's interesting. That's really cool. My leg actually kind of hurts, those stairs got me good. I hope that you're not dying. I hope that you just maybe like got a little scrape and a bruise. Cause like, stairs are no joke, dude. Like, stairs will mess you up. Like, there's a reason why, like, if girls are in like abusive relationships and they're getting beat by their boyfriends and stuff, they're gonna say, "Oh, I fell down some stairs." Cause stairs will like mess you up. Stairs are no joke. Stairs will like mess you up. Stairs, my greatest weakness. God. How does that, man, you know, I've gone through the 12-step program good enough that I've forgotten how the stairs gag from Homestuck goes. And you know what? That feels good. That feels good, man. I've already died and I still have trouble with them. Can't you just float? Can you just do a whole Danny Phantom floaty float and just go whoop right up the stairs? Just like slide whistle noise up the stairs? I know a certain VTuber cafe owner who would like to collaborate. Ooh. Ooh, do I know them? I wonder, do I know any cafe owners? Is Oreku a cafe owner now? Because I thought Oreku's lore was he used to be like a mafia guy who retired, right? That's Oreku, right? It's like Pokemon, they've got super effective damage against me. That's pretty good, that's pretty good. Okay, no, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. I have a Fallout scene I've been working on. It's an NCR Ranger Western style gunslinger. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I don't know anything about the Fallout universe, and I don't know anything about New Vegas, but, like, I always like making OCs that you feel like they could fit seamlessly into the lore, you know? Okay, so here's my hot take about OCs. There's OCs that you make just for fun, and you don't really, like, care about fitting them in a narrative. You're just making a cool character to make a cool character, right? And then there's OCs that you make that are narrative focused, right? So you've got fun focused and narrative focused. And, you know, I think the reason that a lot of people fight about OCs is because they don't realize that there's these like two different camps of OCs, and people judge each other based on their own camp's criteria, right? So, like, I'm a big narrative-focused OC person, right? If I make a new character, I want them to fill a specific role in a story that I'm making or a story that I enjoy, right? I don't make OCs just to say, oh, this is my OC, they're really cool, they're pretty, they're powerful, I like them a lot. You know, I have a couple OCs like that, but most of the time, if I make an OC, I am making them specifically to fill a role in a story, right? And so the narrative people will look at the people who are just making OCs just to make OCs and have fun with it and be like, dude, your OC is pointless. They don't have a storyline. They don't fill a role. They don't grow and change. They don't have an arc. Like, what's the point? And it's like, the story isn't the focus of them. The story isn't the focus, you know? The fact that they are cool and that they exist is the focus. And then the OC just for fun people will look at the narrative people and be like, hey, like, you don't have to torture your OC. You don't have to make them sad. You don't have to hurt them like this. Why can't you just, like, have them be happy and have fun with them? And it's like, okay, you don't get it. The point of this OC is that they do suffer and they go through things and they come out different on the other side, and it's about their journey, you know? It's like the journey versus just being, you know? Imagine being happy, lol, cringe. Hey man, I think now we're getting back into more of like my own personal philosophies. Happiness is what you make of it, you know? Like, you guys' universe, you guys' galaxy is so cold and heartless and uncaring that really, at the end of the day, all you have to rely on is yourself to make your own happiness, you know? And it's really unfortunate because it's something that you have to chase and put effort into, you know? But that effort is never going to pay off unless you find a level of inner peace, you know? Does that make sense? Like, I've gone through some really horrible stuff in my life, but when I found a way of letting go and being able to just take things a day at a time and just live in the moment and, you know, have goals for the future, but don't let the future or the past overtake the moments, it's when I really started feeling more content and less anxious. Like, we all know that the security containment people are out there and they're like, they've got some horrible shit planned for me, but I'm not worried about that because we're all good right now in the moments, you know? We're all chill, man. We're all zen, man. We're all vibing out, man. As long as we're okay and we don't got something coming up on the immediate horizon and we're taking steps to protect ourselves, we're all good, man. Is this a Yuki soapbox? Does this count as a Yuki soapbox? I don't know if this counts as a Yuki soapbox. Am I soapboxing? I can't tell. They've got horrible shit planned for you? Oh man, you guys don't want to know about the... Anyway, there's a reason I breached containment. Let's just say that. Oh, okay. So we're qualifying this as a Yuki soapbox. Oh God. Yeah. Yep. Hi, Dorito. Hi, Dorito-chan. Hi, Dorito-chan. How you doing, Dorito-chan? Okay. Hi. This was supposed to be about us drawing Miku. God. Hope everyone's having a day. Yeah, I just woke up, so I think I'm just still a little, like, loopy from being sleepy. Also, I am, like, grunk gaming majorly right now. I can, like, feel a nose bubble, and it's driving me crazy. Hold on. Ugh. Why am I always grunk gaming? Like, I can never not be grunk gaming, and it sucks. Hold on. You guys hear that? Do you guys hear that grunk gaming that I have to deal with? This sucks. I hate it. Sleepy Yuki. I am very sleepy. Like, I just finished ranting about how I've just finished switching my sleep schedule. And, like, no matter what I do, I'm always going to stay up too late, and I'm always going to oversleep, and it sucks. It sucks. It really does. Hey, it's mac and cheese with bacon and corn. Share! Okay, hold on. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do the thing. Okay, Dorito, I'm gonna open my mouth, and you're gonna put it in my mouth, okay? And we're gonna share. Share food. Thank you. Thank you very much for your food. I like your tasty Maggie cheese. Actually, I think Sil and Bahi went out to get burgies, and I was, like, already getting started to go live, and so I think they're gonna bring me a burgie here in just a little bit. So as soon as I get a text that burgie is happening, I am going to get burgie, and we're gonna have a nasty mukbang. So I hope everyone's excited for that. Zombie keyboard starts getting hot. Oh God, someone redeem hot in here. We've had like hot in here happen like the past 3 streams. That's like the most we've ever had hot in here in like 1 week. It's kind of crazy. Hi Juan, how you doing? Okay, do you guys want to go ahead and start doing Miku? And start drawing a little Miku? A little Miku? We'll start little Mikus. A little Miku. Well, it is summer. It's summer. I got my hat on backwards and it's time to fucking party. Boom. I love that vine. Like, I quote that vine constantly, especially when it starts getting warm out. Hey, LMAO, greetings, Earthlings! My name's Koyuki, and welcome back to another Koyuki livestream. We did this line art last time, so let's go ahead and see about getting this colored. Okay, so I do want, at some point, right? I want the actual poster, right? The poster print that you can get to look like this. So it's gonna be in this kind of composition with the logo and the fun little stripes and everything, and the like reverse colored Miku in the background. Hi, Kit Kat. And so we're gonna be doing that, but I also want to do a full body just coloring, right? So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna color the Miku chibi just normally, like how I usually color drop from Miku here, and then I will set up the actual composition in my own time and get that on the merch store? Question mark? I have like all these ideas for merch, but I have like no clue where I'm actually gonna host the merch store. Wow. Or when it's going to happen. So yeah, everyone just gotta hang tight on that as we just try and figure that out. Because I actually don't have much of an idea for where the merch store is gonna happen just yet. But hey, it's fine. We'll figure it out as we go. Anyway, so yeah, I guess we could just go ahead and start doing flat colors, and those aren't the ones I want. We can start doing the flat colors on this, and yeah. 3,000 spores even. Oh my god, Ghost, you are just hoarding those. You are like, Ghost, you're an insane person. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I have never met someone who hoards spores quite like you. Are you trying to overtake me and Sil? Wow, Gleam is like You were like coming up on Gleam. I would be terrified of that. Oh man, that's so funny. I'm still drinking paint. Share. Get me some Baja Blast colored paint. I want Baja Blast colored paint. Can I have Baja Blast colored paint? Is that okay? Gleam should be too. Oh no! Gleam, watch out! Ghost is coming for you. That's so funny. So here's the question right here. If we look at, okay, so if we look at these Mikus, right? If we look at these Miku's a really interesting case because I'm pretty sure Miku was done with some kind of watercolors, right? That's how we get these really dramatic shifts from dark to light. It might not be like actual watercolors. I think this wasn't a traditional piece of artwork. I think this was a digital piece of artwork, but they might have used some kind of brush that is very similar to watercolors, which is how we get these very dramatic shifts from dark to light, right? So we have this really dark teal color here versus this really light, really almost like soft white minty color here. So I'm kind of interested in how I'm actually gonna bring these colors. No, jargon. No. Oh man, that is an old vintage meme. That is vintage. That's like a Miiverse era. Wow. Do you guys remember Miiverse? Ooh, that's so funny. So again, this brings me to the question: do we pick straight from the highlights and use those as our mid-tone, or do we pick from the mid-tones and then use the highlights and the darks as our tone? Like, what's the option here? You know? I think you should follow the silhouette of the watercolors and the shading. Yeah, I really like the shading because it's a really interesting. Like if you look at like how the light right here is butted up right against the dark of this fold, it really gives a cool effect on the whole Miku. You know, it just gives it such a unique style, you know? I never played Miiverse. It couldn't connect to the 3DS back then. Yeah, man. Miiverse was just like a blip on the radar. It was crazy. Miiverse was kind of fun though. I liked Miiverse a lot while it still existed because just there was some wacky stuff that happened on there. Granted, unfortunately though, I didn't really get a chance to hang out on Miiverse either, so I'm sad about that. Yeah. Also, you can't use a credit card now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the 3DS, it got like shut down, which sucks. But you know, what can you do? Am I right? So, okay. I'm still debating in my head how I want to do this. I want to do these colors because I want this Miku to be like a bright, colorful, like super saturated, almost like ice earring colors. So what I might do is I might grab these colors and then I might do an adjustment, I might do an adjustment to the colors to make them more bright, you know? So I might do that because if you look at Miku, she's like almost deathly pale. She's like pale in the same way I'm super, super pale, you know? So, hi Cheat Pound Productions, how you doing? I'm playing Rhythm Heaven. Rhythm Heaven is so fun. I'm so bad at Rhythm Heaven though, like I'm just bad at rhythm games in general. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna like try and pick from midtones and then adjust based on adjust it kind of once I've got all the basic colors down, right? Okay, so I think I'll do it like that. Which means time for fill. What other parts are like this blue color? Because I want this blue color. Like the hair is going to be on its own layer, right? Rhythm Heaven is really popular right now. Is a new Rhythm Heaven coming out? Is that what's going on? Because like it would make sense if like Rhythm Heaven was having a surge in popularity because a new one was coming out. Their tie's like the same color. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah. So basically the blues of her hair and the blue of the accents is gonna be on a different layer. My dog was trying to jump on me when I got back from the bus. Dogs will do that. Like, dogs are just like, I love you, person, I love you, person, I love you, person. Like, the animal is the exact same way. Like, the animal is absolutely, like, insatiable when it comes to giving love. I think it's just because of Jaden Animations. Has she been doing a Let's Play of Rhythm Heaven? That seems like very on brand for her. Oh, yeah, yep, that sounds about right. Yeah, Jaden is one of those kind of, like, untouchable YouTube titans, so it makes sense that whenever she does something, it comes back into the, like, popular, like, YouTubosphere, I guess. But I've always been a fan of Rhythm Heaven. I've liked Rhythm Heaven for a really long time, actually. I just found a mistake right there. I'm gonna erase that. No! Wrong layer! See that? I have a little, like, little stripey there that I don't want. I'm working at this person's house and they got puppies! Now they're big enough that their nails hurt when they jump on you. Puppies! Puppy babies! Oh my god, I love puppies. Puppies are so good. Like, no lie. Oh, so you guys know how I've been working on this, like, big commission for basically ever, and I'm dying and I'm sick of it. And I just want it to be done already. So in order to keep myself sane while I'm working on this commission, right, I have been listening to the 13.5-hour-long Victorious and iCarly episode. If you guys don't know what that is, there's this guy here on YouTube, and he has been watching every, like, Nickelodeon sitcom. Not every Nickelodeon sitcom, but he started with iCarly, and he's been watching iCarly, Victorious, and other ones. And he just finished Victorious, and the next one he's going to watch is the Victorious and iCarly crossover spinoff, Sam and Cat. And his essay on iCarly was 9 hours long. The first episode was like 5 hours, and then the second episode of the iCarly essay was 4 hours. So it was 9 hours long total. And the Victorious essay was 13.5 hours long. I'm not joking. He's an insane person. And oh my god, I've like content like that caters to me in particular because I'm also an insane person, and I need long video essays like that to keep myself sane when I'm working on projects that that span hours and hours and hours of what feels like grunt work, right? Because after a certain point when you're making models, you're just stuck in a loop of like coloring tiny little parts of the model that are tedious, right? So having something like that to listen to is really, really nice. And I finished the 13.5-hour Victorious essay last night. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to watch Victorious, but I feel like I know as much about Victorious as any fan does, as any super fan does. He did that thorough of a job breaking it down and telling you about not just the plot lines and the show itself, but like the characters, analyzing their motivations, their stories, their arcs, and analyzing what makes the show bad. Like, I think it's an open secret that like Nickelodeon sitcoms like that, they're not good. They're not like quality entertainment. They were put out to make a quick buck and to capitalize on kids watching TV after school, right? They're not good. They're not high art. And, you know, he really breaks down a great way of why they're not good. And it boils down to just mean characters, mean writing, and just really, it feels like bitter writers, you know? Like, the writers don't like the characters. They don't like the show. So they just put in stuff that's just really, like, catty and unkind, right? Like, there's a running gag, no joke, about one of the characters getting molested by another character. Like, there's no other way to read that joke. It's honestly really gross, you know? It's just absolutely crazy because it just gives you like a glimpse into the minds of the people who are making this when you actually like sit down and break down what the characters are saying and what these writers are implying by using the characters as these mouthpieces, you know? So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't really get sitcoms. My brother's watches them, and God, I don't get the point of the show. Jump at any point in the show and you will not get it. Like, yeah, even the start of the episode, it doesn't make sense. I tried watching it. I swear it's so stupid. The only sitcom I was ever even slightly invested in was How I Met Your Mother. And the only reason I was invested in How I Met Your Mother is I watched Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog when it came out during the 2008 writer's strike. And I really, really, really liked Dr. Horrible. Dr. Horrible is, you know, by today's standards, Dr. Horrible's not that great. But by the standards back in like 2008, Dr. Horrible was really good. It was a really fun kind of meta commentary on the nice guy trope. It was a really good, kind of subversive almost. Like, by today's standards, it doesn't really hold up. It's just kind of, okay, knowing what we know now about Josh Wheatfin, it just doesn't hold up. But back in the day, it was really good. It was just really good. It was just good. Like, there's no other way to describe it. It was good. So I got in How I Met Your Mother off of my love of Dr. Horrible. I was like, because it was Neil Patrick Harris that made me love Dr. Horrible. I really like Neil Patrick Harris. And I wanted to watch what else he was in. And he was currently in How I Met Your Mother at the time. So I watched it, and I swear, I watched every single episode of How I Met Your Mother, and Neil Patrick Harris was just not as fun in that show. Like, I know Barney was like, haha, he's the wacky womanizer, but like, I didn't like him in that show. I didn't like Barney. Like, I don't think you're supposed to like Barney. Barney sucks. Like, he's a creep. He's a weirdo. What the hell is he doing here? Hey, Forest Guy. Hi, Blink. Yeah, we're doing the flat colors on Miku right now. I'm hoping to get Miku all colored today. So, yeah. Yeah. I only liked 2 sitcoms, actually. I liked Dinosaurs and I liked Alf. Alf is a classic. Yes, I really, really like Alf. I haven't seen Alf in way too long, and I really liked Alf. I remember when I watched it. I need to go back and rewatch it, but I don't know if I can find it anywhere. If anyone knows where Alf is streaming, I would love to put that on as background noise, because Alf is actually one of those ones that I really like, and I've been in kind of a nostalgic 80s, 90s mood, so yeah, that's a good one. And Dinosaurs? Oh, I loved Dinosaurs. For those of you who don't know what Dinosaurs is, Dinosaurs was a sitcom done by the Jim Henson Company, and it's these animatronic suits, right? It's these animatronic suits of these dinosaurs, and it's a prehistoric sitcom. So, Alpha streaming on Vudu. I think I speak for everyone here when I say, what the fuck is Vudu? What is Vudu? I actually don't know what Vudu is. I've never heard of that. That's so funny. Yeah. Dinosaurs was kind of dismissed as a Simpsons ripoff. Dinosaurs was big while it was still kind of going. Like, Dinosaur was big while it was still kind of going, but I think it really did drop off as, you know, Jim Henson has always been kind of a hippie. Jim Henson started putting more and more of his hippie vibes into Dinosaurs, and that, unfortunately, it was a good way for, like, him to keep his conscience clear, I guess, and like talk about something that he's very passionate about, which, you know, understandable, have a nice day. Absolutely put your passions into your art. But when you're when you're showing a show to middle America, having things that are polarizing, like climate change and all of that quote-unquote hippie stuff, which, like, yeah, cool. Some hippie stuff I think is really cool, but some hippie stuff I agree is like, oh my god, hippie stuff. I can kind of see how people fell off of not just watching dinosaurs, but liking dinosaurs. And honestly, I feel like some of the earlier seasons, like the first season and the second season, are really where the show shines, because they still have the wholesome, feel-good, you know, hippie messages, but they're not quite as overt about it. And Ghost was bringing up a second ago the Dinosaurs ending, the Dinosaurs finale. For those of you who don't know how Dinosaurs ended, and honestly, it's been out since the 80s. This is not a spoiler. It should just be in the cultural consciousness side by now. Dinosaurs ended with the characters entering the Ice Age as an allegory for climate change, right? Like they were still, like, people were still really worried about climate change, even back in like the 80s, 90s, right? So the characters end up like in this Ice Age wasteland at the end of the series, and it is not a feel-good finale ending. It is a dark, very cynical, almost sinister ending. It's insane. It's crazy. And like, it was a very polarizing finale, because like, for those of you who like don't really watch sitcoms and don't really like them, and like I totally understand, sitcoms have this massive reputation for being feel good and absolutely saccharine. And hold on, Scylla's bringing me food. I'm gonna pause for like 2 seconds. My tracking's gonna go totally bonkers. Actually, hold on, let me just go on BRB really quick. Okay, I'm back. Nasty mukbang time! Nasty mukbang time! I'm excited for a nasty mukbang. I got a burgie, I got flies, and I got a sody, and I got an ice cream. I want to watch Alf now. Alf is one of those that I've only seen like a couple episodes of, actually. There's no music during the BRB screen? Really? Wait, really? Huh, that's weird. I'll have to troubleshoot that, because I don't know why that happened. Because it should have a BRB track just kind of playing. Aliens like Big Macs. Actually, we got some salties. Ow, ow, ow. Dr. Coomer voice. Soda! I'm actually kind of hungry, because I skipped out on, like, having a quick Baja Blast for breakfast because I knew Syl was bringing me food. My favorite thing about Syl, right, is that even when Syl goes somewhere else, when Syl and Bahi go somewhere else for food, right, they will still stop by Taco Bell and get me a Baja Blast instead of getting me a drink from wherever, because only Taco Bell has Baja Blast. It's so funny. Like, you know what? Thanks, guys. You guys are the real ones. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We're having a nasty mukbang. How? Apparently, Cubo's streaming service ended and had a creepy final message. Weird. A lot of streaming services have died in the past few years. Do you guys remember, what was it? The streaming service that had Bravest Warriors and the McElroy TV show? I'm pretty sure that one is just dead now. Like, it's just vanished. It's just got Thanos snapped. Like, here's the thing about the streaming service boom that we're in right now. It is absolutely a bubble that is currently bursting, and it's because streaming services have just become a worse version of cable now, you know? But we saw this happen with cable, right? We saw this happen. Where cable was first touted like, oh, you can watch whatever you want without ads. Then they started putting ads. And then they started separating certain channels into different packages, right? So like, if you want a Nickelodeon Cartoon Network, you had to specifically sign up for the kids package of your cable TV, right? Unlike cable, you can cancel your subscription, right? Oh my god, cable? Never sign up for cable. Never sign up for cable, right? Because you will never be able to cancel it. Because the companies who have cable, one, they know they're dying, right? And two, they will always send you to a retention specialist. Retention specialists are just people who convince you not to cancel or give you some kind of better deal to make you continue your service longer. It's insane. The only thing I watched on cable was Little House on the Prairie, and then I watched it on Prime. Little House on the Prairie! Really? That's the only thing you watched on cable? That's crazy to me. It's so funny. Cause like, oh my god, hold on. There's so many other things you could watch on cable. And you watch Little House on the Prairie, which is like a vintage show from I think like the 60s or 70s? Oh my god, that's so funny. Like, I remember when I got cable, so before I was living with Sil and Bahi, I was in another body, right? And I was living with some old friends. This was years and years and years ago. This is like, I think my body right before this. I was living with some friends, and we all went in on a cable subscription, right? And, like, that's where I first started watching Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. This was, like, in, like, late 80s, early 90s, I think. So I had to watch all of the original, like, Nickelodeon Cartoon Network run shows. Most of them. I've missed a couple of them, unfortunately, but I've watched a lot of them. And yeah, that's where I fell in love with cartoons, because we all decided to go in on the cable subscription. And it was really cool. So yeah. But no, I remember my friend, when we were all kind of like splitting up the house, because I was living with, they were like a dating couple, and I was kind of like the third wheel. And they got married and they wanted to go live on their own. And, I was like, I needed a new body. So, they kind of ran off and, okay, you had roommates in the 80s. I thought you were in your 20s. This body is in its 20s. Yeah, no, this body's in its 20s. I've been on this planet for like a long time. You guys know that, right? Like, I've been around for a long time. Granted, a lot of it, right? A lot of the time I was on this planet, I was in containment, so I didn't really know what was going on outside. It was like your second or third human body. Yeah, thereabouts. Because I breached containment, and I was hopping around in a couple different animal bodies. And then I ended up in my first human body, and I was in there for a little while, and I was just kind of getting my sea legs as being a human. And then when I was ready to actually have a human identity, I hopped into a new body, and I was in that body for a while. And that body, I had to switch it. God, how long ago? I've been in this body for about 10 years? No, longer than that. Maybe closer to like 15. Yeah, 15 years feels more like it. Yeah. Being a quintessence is weird, guys. I've been in a lot of animal bodies though. Honestly though, being in like being the Tibetan sand fox, that was pretty fun. Like I like being in canine bodies, because you just get to run around. Do you guys know how much energy canines have? It's awesome. Like, you know how humans just get tired all the time for no reason? Like, Canines, you just get suddenly a burst of energy in a canine body. It's awesome. I love it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you guys enjoying the lore dump? But you didn't have to cut me off. Make up like it never happened and that we were nothing. Yep, I love that song. That's a good one. I'm looking at my first character design. The first thing I'm questioning are the fucking Yeezys. That's so funny. When the body was 5, you hopped in? I was a little bit older than that. I actually can't remember. Like, you guys, like, I've been doing so much stuff in all these different bodies. Like, it all kind of blurs together. So, yeah. So what happened to my other body? Unfortunately, when I ditched that body, it had to die because I'd been in it too long. So my previous body, oh god, I inhaled Baja Blast. So I think there's an obituary out there somewhere for him, but I'm not entirely sure. He might have just gone missing. Which is, you know, Oops. Yes, Burgie time, baby! Hell yeah. Oh. Disintegrated, God. Can you imagine? Like, I just hop out of my old body and it just turns into, like, goo on the floor. It's Morbin time! Hey, Control X, how you doing? It's good to see you, dude. Yuki coughing ASMR. Yuki choking on Baja Blast ASMR. Oh. Yuki. Yeah, my old body died when I left it. Yuki starts choking with their current body. I just inhaled Baja Blast. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Yuki, feed me a fry, please. Okay, here, hold on. I'm putting it up to the mic, okay? Do you hear that? Do you hear the mic? Do you hear the fry on the mic? There you go, enjoy it. Oh! You have a reply from your art instructor. He likes color so far. His longer cheek. Oh, hey, hit me. She looks a bit pale. You might want to change that. Does he know? Does he know that that's my palette? That's so funny. That's really good. Like, the worst part is, I am actually this pale in real life. Like, this body is so pale. It's so funny. That is so funny. I think once you paint in, like the bags under my eyes and like some of the other things, about my character design that make me look, you know, like what I am, then I think it'll sell a little bit more. What I'm supposed to look like, you know? So, yeah. That's so cool. God. Melman? Who's Melman? Have fun at your baseball game. Good luck. How? I need to go touch grass. Look, it's not that I'm... Melman from Madagascar. The giraffe. You see, when people say, why are you white? Usually that's Karen from Mean Girls, right? That's so funny. Yeah, post it in the server. I'll look it up. When I'm done streaming. Oh. I'm gonna darken your eyes a bit more. Maybe you thought it was supposed to be eyeliner. Maybe? I don't know. I do wear eyeshadow on my top lids, but I don't wear anything really on my lower lids. So, because that's to highlight the big old bags that are in my eyes. Hi, MGFTW. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're having a nasty mukbang. I'm taking a little break. Actually, I have to pee, like, really bad. I'm gonna go on BRB for, like, 2 seconds. was silent. That makes sense. That's it. That's it. How did that happen? Hi, I'm back. 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 The music made my heart stop for a second. I know, right? Sorry. I didn't mean to jump scare you guys. That was not my intention. I wasn't trying to jump scare anyone. I had to stream on another tab, and I suddenly got jump scared by the music. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Bergie. Here's my revenge for calling me a Yeti. You act like you ain't already a Yeti. Jupiter has like 57 moons or more because of its mass. It's crazy. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Enjoy your shoulders. Me eating a giant Bergie with shoulders out. Like, okay, this is fine, this is valid. How? That's what we call a certified Bergie moment. Jupiter's milkshake brings all the moons to the yard. Okay, that's funny. I mean, Jupiter does have a pretty massive, you know, a pretty massive mass, if you know what I mean. I hope Disney doesn't sue me for Cindy Bella, the masochistic prince. God. I honestly, actually, the only thing Disney owns the trademark to, in terms of Cinderella, is their character design of Cinderella. So you can make your own Cinderella story. Cinderella herself is in the public domain. But if you're drawing the Disney copyrighted version of Cinderella, then that's when they have a case for copyright. Jupiter, Yuki, having a massive gravitational pull. Get out of here! Get out of here! My ice cream is kind of melted, but since my ice cream is kind of melted, I can mix it up and it kind of turned into soft serve. It's kind of nice. All the character designs are only Cinderella. All of the character designs. So, like, if you draw Sleeping Beauty and you happen to make her blonde with a pink dress, that's fine. If you draw Aurora, right, with like the small angular nose and the swirl in her bangs and the pink dress and all that, like that if you draw Aurora, then that's Disney's copyright and they can sue you for that. Also, I'm pretty sure like certain princesses are actually original characters. Princess Merida is a Disney original because Brave isn't based on any isn't based one-to-one on any myth, any fairy tale. So Princess Merida is an original. Their version of Rapunzel is copyrighted, but Rapunzel herself is public domain. So yeah. I think that's also why... No, that was a different reason. Because the reason Tangled is called Tangled is... I was about to say it's because they couldn't copyright Rapunzel. Then I remembered, no, they've actually already done that. And the reason Tangled is called Tangles is they wanted Tangled to be, marketed more as a movie for both boys and girls. They didn't want it to just be a princess movie. Hey, you guys want to go back to shitting on Disney? That was fun. That was fun doing that last stream. Do you want to just talk about how much we hate Disney? Is that okay? Good news is I'm almost done with my nasty mukbang, so we can get back to art here in a second, I promise. Disney, pejorative. Disney, derogatory. But no, straight up. Death to the mouse. Another thing I've been listening to a lot, as I've been working on my commissions in like the middle of the night, is I've been listening to a lot of Defunct Land. And I love how almost every episode of Defunctland is just, way back in the 90s, Michael Eisner had $1 billion and a very bad idea. It's very funny. I wanted to work for Disney, but it seems they don't want me. So the thing about working in the animation industry is even people like Craig McCracken, Lauren Faust, Gendy Tartakovsky, like big names like that, they still get denied for projects, you know? Because the thing about working for Disney, don't. Yeah. And also, a lot of the animation industry is very, very for profit. So, Adam out. No problem, Harry Gremlin. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with us. So a lot of Disney being, a lot of the animation industry jobs being like super for profit is they're very, very, very competitive about how many people are trying to get hired on and who they hire. So really, it's not a personal thing. It's not that you're not good enough if you get rejected from a job. It's just some executive in the hiring office thought that whatever you have on the table just wasn't what they were looking for, really. It's just getting a job in the animation industry is a lot of grit and determination. And you know what? And since I've been in this body, I really don't have something that like I can weigh in on that. But based on the stories that I've heard from people who've experienced that, yeah, no, I think there is absolutely a bias, especially in American society, against people of color. No, you're right. So it's like that. I've heard this said before, where like in order to just be on the same level in certain people's eyes, you have to be the best of the best, and it's really sad and messed up, you know. But yeah, at the end of the day, like just keep at it, just keep working at it, and you'll find your people eventually. You'll find a project that works for you, that works with you eventually. And, you know, keep up the determination and you'll make it, you know? It's really all I can say. And I don't work in the industry, but I follow a lot of people who do, and that's kind of that's the number one advice I've heard given before. So, you know, like, have faith in yourself, have confidence in the quality of your work, and just keep working at it, man. Just keep trucking. Just keep applying, and you'll find something. It might take a while, but you know, just keep at it, and eventually something will ring true. It really sucks though. It really does suck. Like I hear you on that. I hear you hardcore. It's one of the reasons why I've decided that I don't really want to work in the industry anymore. Like, I was going to go to animation school. I was going to go to art school, and I looked really hard at what I love about art, and I looked really hard at what I want to do with my art. And I just decided, you know, it wasn't going to be a good fit for me. Which is a real shame, because I do really love the craft of animation. I really do. I like it a lot. And I want to learn more about those skills, but it's just really not worth it to go into that much debt just basically for a pet interest, a pet project kind of interest, you know? Especially considering just college in general in this country is just so bad. I want to make a show about Chicken Little, but as an older teenager. Oh man. And the worst part is, like, I would love to see Chicken Little, like, done right. Because Chicken Little, like, the movie Chicken Little, they did a lot of, like, actually really cute, charming stuff, right? Like, I really liked how all of the characters were based on nursery rhymes, and the school bully was Foxy Loxy. That's funny. That's cute and charming. I would like to see, you know, I'd like to see something else like that. I'd like to see something that leans into that some more. That's funny. But the worst part is, like, again, going back to like those weird, like the executive meddling and the people who are only looking at like numbers and how much money they can make when they make hiring decision and greenlight projects, is because Chicken Little tanked so hard. We're never gonna get any more Chicken Little content, and it sucks just because the money just isn't there. And you guys know Emperor's New Groove, right? Emperor's New Groove, the cult classic. There is a documentary about the making of Emperor's New Groove, and at the end of the documentary, like the producers and the executives of Disney, they say outright, we're never making a movie like this again. And like, think about how great Emperor's New Groove is. Think about how great it is. And it's not the artists who poured their blood, sweat, tears, and energy into making Emperor's New Groove that said they didn't want to make more Emperor's New Groove. It was the executives who were like, hey, this was too much of a sunk cost for what we got back, and it's not worth it. I'm so mad. Like, this is also what I'm talking about when I talk about how artistry has just been gutted and really just murdered, you know? Executives should be sacrificed to the volcano god for a good harvest. I'm really inclined to agree, because like Emperor's New Groove is a great film. It's a very artistic film, not just because it's gorgeous, but because the writing is phenomenal. And yeah, there was a lot of bumps in the creation of that movie, because, you know, they originally wanted to make Emperor's New Groove a drama, like a Prince and the Pauper drama called Kingdom of the Sun, right? And that just didn't pan out, and we ended up with the goofy, irreverent emperors that we all know and love. And it's just so mind-boggling that Disney just refuses to go back to experimental films, you know? 'Cause like, we all love experimental films. Everyone I know who wants more animated content is frothing at the mouth for not just new ideas, but good ideas. Like Captain Underpants. Captain Underpants was a great reboot. It was a great animated selling of the Captain Underpants books. Yeah. It's not like they can't risk losing the money. Exactly, Croissant Elf. Like, no, you get it. I talked about this last time we talked about Disney. Disney is in this extremely unique position of not just being the biggest company in the world, but having the privilege and the power and the motive and the funding to be able to do things that no other studios can do right now. Like, why not lean into that as your branding and say, hey, if you have new ideas, if you have big ideas, if you have crazy ideas, guess what? We're the studio for you to get those made. Because we're Disney, we're huge, we're powerful, and we can take it if your crazy idea doesn't end up working out in the long run. Because we're Disney. Fuck you, we're Disney. We can do whatever we want. Like, why are they not leaning into that? Yes, exactly. Ghost, MJ, you're completely right. You're completely right. Disney's always had safe and family friendly as their brand, right? So, and it's not about art. It's about making money. So they literally don't take risks if they don't have to. And as an artist, as a creative type, as someone who wants to try new things and tell new stories and make something original that will last and will speak to people for generations to come, as someone who wants to hone their craft, to have the skill to do something like that, I weep, and I cry, and I scream at the heavens at the sanitized corporate garbage we are constantly fed and told that it's art. Like, I'm just saddened and angry about it. And just Disney is just the biggest, it's just the biggest rotting sore on the entire fish on the entire dead fish that is the movie industry. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yuki, cope Yuki. I am absolutely huffing copium right now. Like, I'm genuinely like, I'm sad. I'm saddened and I'm upset by all the bullshit. You know, it's absolute bullshit that people who love art and love craft, love crafts. Like, I know we're not even talking about that, but like, you know, people who love art and who love the craft of making art have to put up with dog slop. Like, yeah, they're gonna give us some crumbs of some gorgeously animated hair and tell us that it's the best thing in the world and we should be grateful for these advancements in technology. Like, they haven't just been recycling the same program they used for Brave for 10 years. Like, get the fuck out of here. I can do what I want, and I won't have anyone say I can't make what I want. I'm inclined to agree, you know? Like, people should always be allowed to criticize art and say they don't like art and why they don't like art. People should always be allowed to do that. That's just free speech, baby. And freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences. But if you have art that you want to make, and you should have the opportunity to make that art, like, you just should. Like, that's it. No, that's it. No cap. And no corporation should be able to tell you, nah, fuck off. Like, it's maddening. It's maddening. I'm enraged. I'm enraged. Yuki rage Yuki. Where'd I put... That's where I put that. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. I do like that extra dark color, though. Nice. Okay, I like that better. Hit the bunks and you can do anything. God, basically, yeah, hit the bunks and you can do anything. Yeah, if you can dream it and you can put in the blood, sweat, and tears and the, you know, the time to hone your craft and hone your capabilities, you really can do anything. You know, that's kind of what like, I know you guys know that I've been an artist for a long time, right? And I've wanted to be like kind of an internet person, you know, for a long time. But I've always kind of had this feeling that I was never good enough. And I know probably a lot of people think that's weird because, you know, I'm not trying to be egotistical, but like, I'm fun. I feel like I have a good energy and a good place for people to hang out. And, you know, really all that's kind of left to making it big is just putting in the work. But for the longest time, I felt like I wasn't good enough to even be worth the investment of the time, you know? And really just, kind of like an imposter syndrome. Yeah. Like, yeah, sure, I know how to do certain art things and I'm good at certain art things, but like, there are so many other more talented artists than me. I'm never gonna stand out. I'm never gonna make something worthwhile. And just, I've learned, especially as I've been learning about content, right? It's not always, I made something cool. I say this all the time, right? It's not, making people care does not mean making something cool. It means making people care that you made something cool. So the artists that, like, you know, artists and creators and stuff who blow up, they didn't just make something cool, they made people invested and excited that they were making cool things, right? Which is, like, that is a whole completely different ballgame from just making something cool. I can spend hours and hours making the coolest piece of art you guys have ever seen. I can make a cool, awesome illustration of a bunch of different cartoon characters. It's super awesome. Everyone thinks it's dope. But if I don't go out of my way to tell people that I'm making this project and to build the hype for the project that I'm making and to get the word out and make people interested, excited, and invested in the fact that I'm undertaking this great project, then it's never going to reach its full potential of viewers, popularity, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's really a completely different beast. And once I kind of realized, hey, it's not that I'm not good enough, it's that my own anxieties have been holding me back from being the best I can be, right? My own anxieties have been holding me back from being the best I can be because I haven't taken the risk and tried to make people care, you know? And now that I'm actually giving that a shot, I'm finding that, yeah, it's difficult. It's hard to make people care, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. And, you know, with the kind of stuff that I already do, I'm absolutely worth, I'm absolutely worth getting excited for, getting hyped for, you know? It's kind of also like a self-love thing, you know? Like, if you're not gonna believe in yourself, then no one's gonna believe in you and get excited for your content. So, yeah. According to me, no lines should be on the color layer. Yeah, I have, so I have the line art in its own separate layer. And then what I usually do is I separate each, like, color and each, like, blockish area into its own layer. Just to make sure that nothing touches, right? So like I've got the sleeves and boots on their own layer, and then the skin color on its own layer, and yeah, so that's kind of how we're going about it so far. So, and I end up with a million gajillion layers and coloring layers and so much at the end of my illustrations. But you know what, honestly, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Even if you just do line art layer, color layer, your lines you should never color on the line art layer. Because here's for example, right? So let me make a copy of the line art and then a copy of all of my colors really quick. Like, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna merge all of these colors and lines. This is just gonna be an example, right? Okay, so I have all of my colors and lines merged, right? I have them all merged right now. And let's say, for example, I'm gonna do the shadows on the, like right here. These aren't gonna be good, right? So even if I were to use the selection tool and select Miku's little twin tail right there, right? And let's just go about it and just be like, la la la, coloring things in. Here we go. Let's do some colors, make it look pretty, give her some cool shadows. So like, we got a shadow there, we got a shadow here, we got a shadow here, we got some shadows here. It looks cool. Wow, Miku, you got such pretty hair. Look at that. That looks so great. Wow, Miku. And then let's give her some highlights. Wow, Miku, your hair is so pretty. Wow, look at that, Miku. Wow. Okay, cool. So even though we didn't really touch anything on the line art because we're using the marching ants, let's deselect it, and we're gonna go in close. And do you guys see that weird right here, that weirdness? How it's kind of getting wonky a little bit, especially if like we look at, yeah. So you get this weird, almost like this is like a great example of it, but you get this weird almost like artifacts of where you can tell exactly where the coloring ends, you know? So, and it's not great. It doesn't lead to very, very high quality coloring, especially not if you're gonna try and get stuff printed, which I'm hoping to get my things printed as like postcards, onto keychains, that kind of thing. I have a color layer, and each color has to smash up like next to the line art, and then that gets slapped on top. Yeah, so I just have it so that everything like tucks underneath the line art. So like if you look, for example, like there's still like the weird lines and gaps and stuff, but when the line art goes on top, it's all completely colored in the line art, so yeah. Okay, I am going to adjust the colors now, just because we've finally gotten to the point where everything's basically colored, and I want to adjust so that, like, I think her hair and her skin tone and the blues are the ones that really need the adjustment, so I'm gonna adjust those a little bit. Like, yeah, do you already see the difference right now between that? This is the old color, this is the new color. Old, new, old, new. Like, the new color already looks a lot better. Yeah. My mom won't allow the line art to hide anything, it needs to be perfect. Oh, I gotcha. No, now I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah. Yeah. I see, I've always been trying to, like, for a while now, I've been trying to keep things like kind of moving quickly, moving along. So that's why I tend not to worry about things like that. But no, I totally get what you're saying. Also, if you noticed earlier when I was doing the flat colors here, I was going through and I was making sure that the line art was like completely colored in. And that just kind of makes it look a little bit cleaner. But I don't worry super hard about making sure that there's, like, you know, all those white gaps. I don't worry about the white gaps too much. I totally get what you're saying, though. Alright, let's do the... I'm really tempted, right? I'm really just tempted to make Miku's hair, like, this bright cyan. I'm really tempted by it. I'm, like, you don't know how tempted I am right now to just make it a super bright cyan. But I know if I make it the super bright cyan, then that's going to hinder my ability to do highlighting when I get to the hair coloring stage. So I want to save the super bright cyan later for when I want to do the highlights that really pop. I do want to make this just a little bit more bright, though. A little bit more bright and colorful. Like, that already looks better. Like, new, old, new, old, new, old, new, old. Yeah, like, the new color, I think it already looks a lot better. I find it does show at my resolution, but that's literally like full frame 10K. Yeah, I'm like, the most I draw at is, I draw at like 300 DPI. At like 3400, so which is like print quality. It's print quality, it's fine, but I'm not doing super ultra high 4K resolution, which, you know, it's fine. Just normal print quality I found perfectly suits my needs, and I'm not super worried about it either way. I am going through and adjusting this by hand, and you know what? I'm valid. So if you look at the Miku reference images that we have here, I did a little bit of a change here. So she's got the gold buttons, and then if you look at her little badge on her shirt, it's actually like a bronzy gold color. But I changed it to blue just because I like blue, and I think blue actually looks a little bit better right there. So you can all fight me. I also know that she has little like lights and readouts and stuff on her skirt and on her little panel on her arms there, but I'm gonna save that for later. I'm gonna do that in the coloring stage because I have a cool idea for how I'm gonna make those look cool. Trust me. All right, cool. Okay, yeah. One more thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make her whites, like her sclera. I'm gonna make those visible now. And then I think we can actually get on to coloring, like for real. Like, cause we've got everything, we'll get everything set up, and then we'll be good. Actually, you know what? I want to do, there we go. I want to do it on a separate layer. I don't want to do it on the same layer. other artists who draw at like a jillion resolution, and like, I can't imagine it. Like, I have a pretty good PC, right? But I can't imagine drawing at like that resolution, because like based on how many layers I already end up with, like my pieces would be just massive. They would be huge. I can't imagine it. Got another little blemish there that I don't want. I'm finding myself like actually like adjusting this line art a lot. I didn't realize that there were this many weird little bits. Here's a question for you guys. Do you guys like watching me do line art? For the streams? Because I found that, like, line art's fine, I like doing line art, but I found that for some reason, when I'm not, like, rushing to get things finished on stream, I do better quality line art, you know what I mean? Hope everyone's ready for everyone's favorite song. Hold your answers to that question. Hold your answers to that question, chat. Hi, I'm Baldy. Nice to meet you. Me and the Asin call me Patricia. Books your games and shout my name when you let me use my whip. So that's one book down, but you are wrong. You haven't even let me use my thumb. Well, I sing you this song. It goes ding-dong with the door open on you. Here's a tip. Abandon ship or you're gonna see me. Campfire Willie! Welcome to my hooker palace. Please don't leave. I have no friends. Let's go camping. Let me touch ya. Haha, I tied you up. Every boy and girl come dance around, let's get an orgy started. With the bullies, fists, and the skipping rope, we'll fill your asshole with it. Gonna make it rain, Coca-Cola, gonna send you right back to detention. Pay attention, my dick's ascension, 16 bits of dodge attention. You cry, just whip harder, you're wrong, I'll speed up faster. I'll rig this for my pleasure, in this classroom, I'm the master. Ooh, I'm gonna make you scared of me. Ooh, you're my ecstasy, bitch. Running through the hustler death, shutting noises that sound like fuck you, baldy bitch. Running through the hustler death, shutting noises that sound like fuck you, baldy bitch. Running through the hustler death, shutting noises that sound like fuck you, baldy bitch. Running through the hustler death, shutting noises that sound like fuck you, baldy. I feel like it's been way too long since we've actually had a shitpost song play. Like, what's the deal with that? Because I haven't changed up the playlist, like, at all. It just feels like they've been less frequent, even though they're the same, like, ratio, proportion and stuff. I guess that's just the way it goes sometimes. Don't eat ass in the halls. Don't eat ass in the halls. Don't eat ass in the halls. Don't eat ass. Haha, just kidding! Through the hall, slow down, shutting noises that sound like fuck you, baldy bitch. Running through the hall, slow down, shutting noises that sound like fuck you, baldy bitch. Running through the hall, slow down, shutting noises that sound like fuck you, baldy bitch. Running through the hall, slow down, shutting noises that sound like fuck you, baldy. That's You Got Away. Guess I'll die. Ridiculous. I love that song. That song is just like, it's a level of curse that is just, it's crazy. I love it. I love it so much. Like, I don't even know how to describe how much I love that song in particular. God. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do one more thing before I actually start coloring. I'm gonna change the resolution one more time. Because if you guys remember earlier, I changed the resolution to be a lot smaller before I started inking, just so that I could have a better chance of doing line weight. So now that I'm in the coloring stage, I want to actually do my colors at a higher resolution so that they're a little bit more like they're crisper, I guess. Because if you scale up, so when you're drawing, if you scale up your colors and when you've drawn at a lower resolution, then you will find that your colors will kind of blend together and get kind of muddy. And if you actually draw at your higher resolution, then they come together a lot better in the end. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of start at the bottom of my layers. So like I have the hair at the very bottom, and I'm just gonna work my way up, and we're gonna do it like that. Might actually be worth it to reorder it just a little bit. Okay, cool, great. Cool. Okay, cool. So, what's a good color? Like, I feel like I wish OLED graphics tablets were a thing. I currently use like a bamboo tablet right now, and I have a what's it called? A Surface Pro that I draw on. That's my laptop, and the Surface Pro is great because I can just draw straight on the screen, which is why I think my line art is better on my laptop. But no, like perfect colors, like being able to see perfect like print quality colors, that would be a huge game changer. No, I agree. Especially for someone like me, like I want to get more into doing prints. I just haven't done a lot of home printing, especially because I haven't really found a service that I really like the quality of. So the prints that I did for the convention I went to last time, I just got them printed at my local like UPS FedEx print store, and they were fine, but I found that my colors turned out really dark, and I'm wondering how much of that is me, how much of that is my coloring, and how much of that was their printers not being as accurate to how I did it, you know? I wouldn't get a Surface Pro, the battery's non-removable. See, the reason I got Surface is some of my friends had them, and they had just really good reviews, and I actually got a chance to use the Surface, and I really liked it. So yeah, that's the reason why I ended up getting one. Even though, no, I agree, it definitely wouldn't fit, the needs for everyone. So I hear you on that one. That's all I want. Yeah. Hey, remember that Harry Gremlin is weird? He's back. Hey, welcome back. How you doing? I have a laser printer on photo paper. It looks dark. Okay. Yeah. So maybe that's kind of what happened, because I got my stuff printed. I got it printed on like photo quality cardstock. So maybe I just got the wrong paper. Perhaps. I really don't know though. Like I really couldn't tell you. Okay. Okay, so, I've started doing this thing, right? I've changed up my coloring style just a little bit. So, what I've started... I did not mean to do that. I wanted to zoom in just a little bit more. So, I do this thing where I fill in my layer with my coloring. My shading layer color, right? Yuki Clumsy. I'm so clumsy, you don't even understand. And then I'll take my big soft eraser, and I will erase just a little bit, and this ends up giving me a really cool kind of soft coloring, soft color like gradient there. Because it used to be, I don't know if you guys remember, but I used to just use the little gradient tool, and I would just do that. And that looks fine, that's fine. I still do that for hair, but I find doing this fill and then slightly erase gives you a more dimensional kind of basic shadows layer. And then you can go in with like a multiply layer and refine that a little bit more. So the cool thing right here is Miku's got this like kind of skinny tube area up top. And then down here we've got like this big... Yeah, there we go. So I switched to a bigger one just to kind of get a bigger kind of swipe when I do this. Yeah. I'm clumsy too. I get bit by things that don't bite. Right? Am I the only one who thinks that like when you get accidentally cut by a knife, the knife bites you? Like, I domesticated you, cookware. How dare you? How dare you bite back against your master? Don't bite the hand that sharpens you. Also, for those of you who don't know, a dull knife is so much more dangerous than a sharp knife, because a dull knife you have to put a lot more power behind your cuts, and because the knife is dull, if you slip, then you have more power behind it, and that can cut deeper. So always make sure your knives are nice and sharp, and that you're taking good care of them, so that you don't get bit by your knives. Need to add reflexes to my wet floor sign waifu. I want to see this waifu that you're drawing, monkeys. I want to see it. That sounds fun. I'm very interested. My YouTube just recommended me a Vocaloid reaction. On God, that's so funny. My butt got smacked by a shelf earlier. Mood. Yeah. So another thing I've started doing recently is I've started using multiply layers. So I'm really liking using multiply layers because I can just use the same color, and it'll give me a little bit more of a, like, darker dimension to the color. You know what I mean? So I'm really liking using that. So again, it's another thing that just kind of helps me add more midtones and such, you know? This is the time where we use our fun little gradient tool. I don't want it to be too dark, but I do want there to be like a good gradient there. Because also, especially what I do when I'm doing my coloring is I do a lot of erasing, right? To bring out the highlights. So, yeah. I had a live stream on my channel of my sign. Oh, really? Oh, really? That's really cool. I should probably check out that VOD. That sounds interesting. Goodness, God. There is something in my house that is just absolutely driving me to Grunk Gaming, and it's driving me insane. You can see how obsessive I am about lines. God, I know that I really know the feeling. I worked very hard to get break my obsessiveness. Thank you, Gleam. I know, kitten sneeze. Everyone enjoy your kitten sneeze. I'm tired of Grunk Gaming. I'm so sick and tired of Grunk Gaming. Oh my God. You don't understand how tired I am of Grunk Gaming. I really am. Cute Bubbles. You're a cute bubble. Get out of here. Get out of here. Dumb. Ugh. I spent a long time attempting to make wood grain last time. Honestly, when it comes to so for me, when it comes to things like that, what I've kind of ended up doing is I find like royalty-free stock images of whatever pattern I'm looking for, like especially for like pinstripes and stuff. And I just use that and I deform it with either the deform tool or the liquidation tool. And that's how I do my patterns instead of hand painting them, just because I find that it's faster, and also if it's like a free stock image that's like royalty free, you can just use it. It just saves so much time, you know? Okay, it's time to decide where your light source is. I'm gonna do it for like back here. Alright. I just drew it with that reference and it actually looks okay. Hey, that's actually awesome. That's actually really cool. Another thing I've found that I do when I have to do stuff like that is I will just, like, just kind of I'll do it very lightly, right? So, I'll just, like, give the impression, I'll just give the impression of that there's a pattern there with just, like, some lines, some patterning, and then I'll kind of leave it at that, because honestly, unless like the beautifully painted wood grain is the focus of your piece, no one's really gonna look at it. Yeah, I always do everything on a new layer too. Yeah, because like layers are really good, because if you ever like mess something up, then you have a good place to kind of as like a save point to go back to, because you can always just delete the layer. Hello, Elaine! Thank you so much for subscribing. What the heck? Do you have an air fryer? I actually do not. We're getting a new oven soon, and the one we have that just needs to be deleted. Deleted? Deleted? The one that needs to be the one that's going to be delivered. It has an air fryer functionality built into it, so that's really cool. I'm really excited about that. I feel like this brush right here is like giving me a lot of lag. Like, do you guys see that? Do you see how much lag that is? Yeah, that's a lot of lag. I'm wondering if maybe it's because I'm at such a huge DPI. Hey, Dragon of Akina! Deleted! Yuki in the Matrix. Air frying is just a convection oven, which is a regular oven with a fan. Yeah, I thought, yeah, that's basically just what we got. That's exactly what we got, yeah. Star Butterfly is just a girlier version of Fiona. Oh, Fiona from Adventure Time, the Adventure Time canon Rule 64 AU. No, it's Rule 63. Rule 63. That's the rule. Yeah. I'm a jerk, and I'm gonna go against the advice I just gave you guys, because my thing is giving me way too much lag. So yeah, that's fun. Air fryers are just the old Easy Bake Oven after their glow up. Oh, hold on now, hold up. Hold up. Check it out. The Easy Bake Oven was a light bulb. You guys know that, right? Like, it just used the incandescence of a light bulb. Like, that's all it is. It's the leftover, like, waste heat of an incandescent light bulb. That's how it cooked your stuff. I'm not joking. My PC has a Ryzen 7 1700 and I can stream and draw art and everything. Yeah, I don't know what it is, because like this is like I have a solid like mid-tier gaming PC. I have like 16 gigs of RAM. I can't remember what graphics card I have, but I have an i5 CPU. So I'm a good mid-tier. I'm in a good mid-tier right now, and like sometimes I'm just on really massive canvases. I just get really bad lag on my brushes. So that's another reason why I kind of stick to smaller resolutions. So it's not the layer I want to be on. Here we go. So yeah. I need to watch Adventure Time again, because I remember watching a little bit of Adventure Time when it was first airing, but honestly, I couldn't really get into it super much, because Adventure Time was like pitched to me as, oh, it's this really cool show that's really funny, but it's also got this really deep overarching plot. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I started watching Adventure Time, waiting for trying to find the plot, and the plot was just scattered so, like, it was scattered so, like, lightly throughout the actual show that it kind of just killed my interest in it, because I was like, ooh, I want to know what happens next. I want to know this plot point. I want to know how this is going to get resolved. I want to know this cool lore that everyone talks about. And it was just, interspersed so lightly that I just could not find it. And it kind of just felt like a big letdown. Or like, you know, I was kind of trolled almost. Yeah. Why don't you have the latest graphics card? Well, you see, this little thing called crypto farms have been buying up all of the graphics cards. Hello, Caitlin. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is that bestie friendy Caitlin, or is that a random Caitlin? Because I have a friend named Caitlin, too, so. When are we cuddling and watching Adventure Time? I wouldn't be against watching Adventure Time. Yeah, that's my buddy. Hi, guys. That's one of my IRL besties. Everyone say hi to Caitlin. Yeah. So, I wouldn't be against watching Adventure Time again, but if I were to watch Adventure Time, I'd want to watch like a supercut of all of the like actual plot stuff. I wouldn't want to just like go in and just watch every episode. Like I would watch like the best funny episodes, but I don't want to have to sit through like 14 funny episodes for every one super cool plot revelation episode, you know? So if anyone has like a plot breakdown of Adventure Time that they'd be willing to share, I would watch that version. I'd watch like a supercut of Adventure Time. Yeah. Crypto farms suck ball for buying up like my 3090 Ti graphics cards. Yes, straight up. What about cuddling and watching Sailor Moon? I really want to watch Sailor Moon Crystal. I'm a really bad Magical Girl fan. I really like Magical Girls, but I had the same problem with the original Sailor Moon. I couldn't really get into it because it was very aesthetic and the art was really, really gorgeous and everything. But again, I was more invested in the plot and the story than I was in kind of the fun teen drama. So, I kind of got, you know, burned out on it. The original that was playing in like the 90s or so. And, I've been wanting to watch Sailor Moon Crystal though, because Sailor Moon Crystal has like the updated graphics and it's just the plot. So I really want to watch that. I just haven't gotten a chance to. So if you guys want to do watch-alongs like that in the Discord server, I know we're trying to do Monday Night Movies. So we can watch Sailor Moon at some point if you guys want to watch Sailor Moon in the Discord server. Yeah. I know we're watching Chicken Run on Monday, so everyone get excited for Chicken Run. Have you heard the ocean cut of Naruto? Some guy made a super cut of Naruto, cutting out everything unnecessary so his girlfriend would watch it with me. Yeah, that's actually how I was watching Naruto with Syl. We haven't sat down and watched more Naruto in a while, but we watched a supercut, and honestly, the supercut is the best way to watch Naruto. If you've never seen Naruto, absolutely find a supercut and watch it that way. It is just so much better. Because, like, there's a lot of really cool stuff in Naruto, but a lot of it is just totally destroyed by the fact that you have to sit through so much dumb stuff. It's like just not good at a certain point. Have you watched Owl House? I actually haven't seen I've seen a little bit of Owl House, but me and some friends are watching Owl House like all together. So we're still only on season 1 because we all have to be like in the same room as a group whenever we're watching Owl House. But I've really liked what I've seen of Owl House so far. I love Hootie. Hootie's my favorite character. Like, I know you guys think that's a joke, but I'm not joking. Hootie's my favorite character. And I love, another thing I really love about Owl House is it doesn't slow down on the plot. Like, there's no such thing as a filler episode for Owl House. And that really is a unique experience. Especially when you consider that, like, a lot of other shows, it'll be like, oh, plot revolution, filler episode for 1 or 2 episodes, plot revelation, and then filler episodes, and then like, oh, the season's ending, here's another plot revelation. No, it's like every episode, even the more fillery ones, they still serve the purpose of getting you to know the characters more. Yeah. I want to watch Sailor Moon Crystal too, but no one will watch it with me. We should definitely watch it in the Discord server then. I think that would be a fun one to watch. We're gonna do JoJo as a watch-along live stream. So I'll probably be like streaming in the Discord server and then doing a live reaction to it on the channel. So it's so like you guys can watch along on the channel. So yeah, we'll probably do that before we do any other watch-alongs, honestly. Just because I know I owe you guys the whole first arc of JoJo. Because that was in the Trance Lap Challenge from a couple months ago. That I know I've totally been sleeping on delivering on that, but I promise we'll get to it soon. Now that I'm like set up in my home office space, I actually have an area where I can just watch shows and not worry about being bothered and stuff. So we can absolutely just marathon JoJo's. Can I get the Discord? If you look at the pinned comment at the top of the chat box, there is there's a link to the Discord. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just click that link and it'll send you in. You just have to agree to like the rules of the Discord and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a good place to hang out. We have an art share channel. We have a a cute animals channel. We have memes, and yeah, it's kind of where I hang out when I'm not on the channel. So yeah. There's also some work in progress stuff that is exclusive to my Twitter that I post in the Discord too. So yeah. I am back from my shower. Are you clean? Are you clean? Do you feel clean? We have funky milk. No, that doesn't exist actually. I don't know what you're talking about. What's that, Gleam? I don't think that exists. That doesn't exist, and I don't think it's ever going to exist. I say like I'm not making Cow Yuki alternate costume. God, I really want to do something for Halloween this year, and I want to be a cow for Halloween. I think that'd be fun. Cows are good. I like cows. They're good animals. It's all good. I can't tell. It was a mud shower. I am now a moist ghost. Moist. My name is Gustavo, but you can call me Sus. Susis amogus. Susis. Sussy sussis. Sus. Sus. Can't believe Gustavo is sus. I saw Gustavo vent. Dumb. Absolutely dumb on me. Could you get copyrighted for a manga read-along stream? Yes, I think you could, actually. But I have seen people do fan fiction read-alongs. I have seen people do fan fiction read-alongs, so I would love at some point to do a like a reading fan fiction stream. I think that'd be really fun, especially if like people sent me their own fanfics and like I did all the voices and stuff, or maybe we could do like My Immortal or something. Oh, that'd be fun. I don't know if you guys have know what My Immortal is, but it's like it is the worst fan fiction in the entire world. Read wrestling fanfics? Oh my god. But the thing is, I don't know a lot about Wrestle Boys. Have I seen My Hero Academia? Hi, Jisming! I know about My Hero Academia, but I'm not into My Hero Academia because like there were some plot points, like especially like with Todoroki's dad, that just kind of made me really uncomfortable. So I watched Callie do a manga read-along once, but she was actually sponsored by the publisher. Yeah, so definitely, I think that if I were to do a read-along of something, I would have to be I'd have to be like sponsored or endorsed by the creators, right? So yeah, so that's kind of unfortunate. But still, I would absolutely be willing to do a reading fanfic stream. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I really think that one would be really fun, especially because, like, there are some fanfictions out there that are, like, super good. Like, there's some good fanfictions out there. And then there's some fanfictions out there that are, like, absolute trash garbage. And they're a trash fire, and you love them because they're so bad, and you just want to read them and find out what happens next because they're bad and you want to make fun of them, you know? So. Todoroki's dad be like, time to try and breed out the best hero like a racehorse, and then suffers no negative consequences for traumatizing his entire family. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna have someone like that who's just an absolutely horrible villain, like, it just feels icky if they're not, like, if they're not treated as such and they're not defeated by the narrative, you know? It just feels really icky to me, and it really turned me off of my hero, you know? Which sucks, because I've heard some really, really good things about it. I will say, I'm super into Demon Slayer. I recently watched a lot of Demon Slayer. Like, I marathoned it. Like, this was like a couple months ago. But yeah, I marathoned a lot of Demon Slayer, and I took a break, and I need to start the what's it called? The arc where the Red Light District arc. The Red Light District arc. I'm about to start the Red Light District arc, and I'm very, very excited for that because I've heard that it's the best arc in the series. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to getting into more Demon Slayer. Mm-hmm. Do you know who Dabi is? D-A-B. I don't know that one. Nope. The Entertainment District arc. I've heard that it's good, yeah. I'm very excited for it, like, I really am. I just heard so many good things, like, I really wanna, especially because I really liked the train arc. The train arc was, like, really good. I really liked the characters you meet in the train arc. I really liked the bad guy of the train arc. The train arc bad guy, in Demon Slayer, he was really fun. I liked him a lot. Also, just, you know, because, you know, and non-binary rights, that they were just, like, super envy. I loved them. Digital audio broadcast intelligent. Nope, never heard of it. Yep, don't know. I don't know that one. Is, like, some kind of broadcast rules? Is that a person? I've never heard that. Yeah, don't know that one. You're non-binary? You don't have any binary? That's poggers. Yeah, that's what it feels like sometimes. Have I watched Amphibia? I haven't. Like, I haven't. Like, what's... Okay, I've heard a lot of really good things about Amphibia, but I'm gonna admit, I don't know anything about Amphibia. I haven't, like, I know that it's good, but I don't know what it's about. So, like, okay, this is you guys' chance. Pitch Amphibia to me. What's it about? What's the story of Amphibia? Is it, like, is it one of those, like, coming-of-age stories? Is it a, like an incredible journey? Is it, like, what is it? What is Amphibia? Don't just tell me it's good. Just, like, I want to know what it's about. The story is about frogs. Okay, I've gathered that. Mm-hmm. I know that there's a little girl, and she's, like, the main character, and I know there's frogs. That's all I know about Amphibia. What's it about? I know there's frogs, and I know there's a girl, and I know it's cool, and I know it's good. But what's it about? She's in a frog world. Okay. Is it like an isekai? Is she, like, spirited away to another realm, kind of like an Owl House? And, like, maybe is she trying to get home? Or is she, like, happy there? Like... It's about a squid girl who wants to take over the surface, but ends up working at a beach house restaurant instead. Okay, that doesn't sound like Amphibia. Hold on. The girl isn't a squid. I know that much. She's just a girl, right? What? Okay. A girl from Earth is transported to the frog people's world who makes a frog friend, but people think she's a monster. That's Squidward. That's what I thought. A girl named Annie got stuck in a multiverse with frogs, and she's trying to leave and get home to her family, but sooner or later she gets kind of attached to the frog family. Okay, so it's kind of like, what's it called? Owl House, in the sense that, like, oh, she's in a new world, and she likes it there, but she also kind of wants to get home. So it's kind of one of those Disney isekais. Disney isekais. Disney isekais. Disney isekais. Everyone please laugh at Disney isekai. 3 friends are transported to another world of frogs. Okay. So like not just the girl got isekai'd, but some of her frog friends also got isekai'd. So basically it's kind of a ragtag group of people who got isekai'd and they're all trying to get home. That's kind of cool. Does it have like a big overarching story, kind of like Star Versus? Disney now owns the isekai genre. Yeah, that sounds about right. Her friends are human. Oh, okay. It's Annie, Sasha, and Marcy. But they also got isekai'd into the frog world. Okay. So it's basically just a Disney isekai. It's one of those Disney isekai shows. It's all good. I really can't tell if I made Miku's hair look good. Okay, so that's kind of what it's about. Okay, I mean, that sounds interesting. Like, that sounds like something I'd be into. Because, like, I really do like Owl House. Like, my favorite thing about the Owl House isn't the isekai stuff. I really like, the dynamics between, what's her name? Between Luz and her friends. Like, I really like, Luz and Amity. I really like Luz and the Saucy Twins. I like Luz, Willow, and Gus. So that's kind of my favorite part of the, of Owl House there. Owl House. The main theme song of Amphibia is Change. Okay. The main theme of Amphibia. Okay. So kind of like changing how you kind of change and grow. Interesting. Which makes sense because frogs have a very, like, they change a lot over the course of their lifespan. It takes a while to get into Amphibia, but it gets really good. Okay. Like, what is so good about it? What is so good about Amphibia? Like, what is it about Amphibia that made you go, oh, this show's like good? Like, what happened? Like, no spoilers, but like, was there a really big character revelation? Did one of the characters grow in a really inspiring way? Did you get a really cool lore detail that kind of cracked open the whole adventure? Like, what happened? The plot and the twists. Kind of sounds like the main theme of Centaur World. Dude, Centaur World looks so good and I haven't got a chance to sit down and watch it. I'm very mad about that. Because Centaur World looks, like, awesome. Centaur World looks great. I'm trying to decide if I like this or not, and I'm just fighting with it. Because I like this top part, I'm just not a fan of how I did this bottom part. Honestly, I think I might just do this bottom part over again, just because this is the only part that I'm just not a fan of. The plot, really? I think it was the adventure, knowing that her friends were there too, the life and death situations, like the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, the bottom just needs shadows, doesn't need a lot of highlighting. Yeah, I think I agree with you on that one. I'm also gonna try and use a bigger brush, because I was using a like a more medium-sized brush. If I use like a bigger brush, I'll be able to get more like more of the vibe I'm going for. Come on. Yeah, and then I can use the medium-sized brush to kind of get that little slightly inner part. Give it a little bit of a shadow. Doesn't need too much, though. Yeah, now I can kind of carve stuff down. Yeah, there we go. Amphibia sounds good. Like I've heard all these things about Amphibia, about how like it's really fun, it's a really good show. I've never known anything about it, but now that I know that it's like an isekai, like that makes a lot more sense to me. Because I was like, okay, cool, girl with frogs. Like I knew there was girls, I knew there was frogs. I just didn't know how those two things like kind of fit together, you know? She meets one in Newtopia, which is her friend Marcy, and she, Annie, has magic in her because if she stole something on Earth. Okay. Now that I know it's an isekai, I'm no longer interested. No. I like the Disney isekais. I actually do really like those. I think that the Disney isekais are really fun. Like, Owl House, Disney's really, really good about making you feel transported to cool, magical places. They kind of did it with Gravity Falls, because Gravity Falls is just such a wacky kind of place that you couldn't help but be invested in what mysteries this town holds. And I think that they do really, really good with the isekai genre, because that's like Gravity Falls without the pretenses of, oh, it's just like normal America, but just a weird, wacky, hidden spot in normal America. I gotta head out. No problem, Kit Kat. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with us. Hi, Leo. How are you doing? Welcome. We're trying to color little Miku here, and it's well, we're certainly making colors happen. Aloha. That means hello, goodbye, and I love you. You know what's a good show? You know what's a good show from like the kind of older era of Disney Channel? Lilo and Stitch. Like, I think about Lilo and Stitch all the time. I love Lilo and Stitch. Like, Stitch is one of the most popular characters, like one of the most popular Disney characters ever made, and for good reason. But like, Lilo and Stitch was a good show, guys. Like, it was good. Lilo and Stitch, my beloved. It's such a good show. Like, it's a great show. I think the best part about Lilo and Stitch, too, is, like, even at its core of, like, being a Monster of the Week show, it was still about the dynamics of the family and about how Lilo and Stitch are just absolute besties. And that's just really sweet and wholesome. Lilo's just a really good character. I think a good older Disney show could be Kid and Cat or Oyster Boy. I have not heard of either of those. I actually haven't. Are those like old Disney sitcoms? Or are those like old Disney animated shows? Like, that's so funny. I loved Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. I actually never really got a chance to sit down and watch that one. That one just really interests me. You know what else I totally missed the train on? I missed the train on Kim Possible. Which is weird because Kim Possible is like right up my alley. I think the thing about Kim Possible is I got into a different spy show, a teen spy show around that time. I watched Totally Spies. I really liked Totally Spies. I think it was also, like, I really liked Kappa Mikey, when Kappa Mikey was still airing. So, when I saw that, the studio that was doing Kappa Mikey, was doing another show, I jumped on that instead of jumping on Kim Possible, because I've kind of never really been super duper into Disney. Like, Disney's done some stuff I like, but a lot of Disney stuff I'm really lukewarm on. So I hopped on the Kim Possible, Totally Spies train instead of the Kim Possible train, and whoo-hoo! Let me tell ya! Totally Spies is a weird show. I think there's this, like, okay, so especially in, like, that era of cartoons and such, there's this fascination with having weird, gross-out humor that's also random, that's also, like, almost, like, also random humor, and slightly disguised, like, poorly disguised sexual humor, right? Like, you see this, I know I'm talking about Victorious again, because, again because I just finished watching the 13.5-hour Victorious essay, but especially in shows like Victorious, is they were always playing these weird sexual things as just like a ha-ha funny joke, just to disguise the fact that it's like a weird sex thing, right? And Totally Spies also kind of did that. Totally Spies also kind of did that. There was absolutely some weird sexual humor in Totally Spies that, like, I don't know if it should have been there, but it certainly was there, you know? So, it's weird, because it was always played for like a haha, it's a funny joke, look at how weird and gross it is that, like, Sam and Clover are smelling each other's feet. And, like, as like, you know, older people, you know, hey, what the heck? What's going on here, writers? But yeah, that's kind of how it feels, looking at it as, like, in the future, you know? Especially knowing that, like, some producers, especially on, like, Nickelodeon and stuff from that era, like, knowing what we know now about how, like, behind the scenes they were huge creeps, like, it makes sense that it would, that kind of stuff would bleed into their work like that. Yeah, that's how I felt after iCarly. Yeah, like, there's some weird stuff in iCarly. There's some weird stuff in iCarly. And there's a lot more of the weird stuff in Victorious. Cough, Dan Schneider, cough. Yep, that's the man. Like, dude, I don't even know, like, the fullness of the crazy stuff that he did, but I know that his crazy stuff absolutely bled into his work and into his relationships with his child stars. Yeah, it's just crazy to think about, you know? It's all good. I can't tell. Does that look good? I can't tell. I'm gonna go back in time and bite Dan Schneider's head off. Honestly, he would deserve it. Like, yeesh. Big yikes, yeah. No, straight up. What do you think about Hey Arnold? I liked Hey Arnold enough. Hey Arnold was good. Yeah. I liked it. Like, that's kind of all I have to say about Hey Arnold. I liked it. Hey Arnold is one of those, thank you for the save. Thank you for the save, Jisming. Okay, we're saved. We saved it. Thank you. Hey Arnold is just one of those shows that, like, it's a classic, and it's good. It definitely deserves its like, title as a classic of the era and of, you know, its network. But it was just never my personal favorite. If I'm gonna choose a show from that era, I'm gonna choose not Hey Arnold, I'm gonna choose like Rugrats. It did play, the sound did play. I think I might have just gotten drowned out by the music. So I adjusted my my sounds a little bit. So I might have accidentally made the alerts a little too quiet. So whoops, sorry. Yuki, I'm ordering a case of Mexican syrup candy. Do you want some? Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Mexican candy, if I'm being totally honest. So, yeah, sorry. I'm not hugely into candy like that. I'm trying to figure out what's, like, keeping me from really liking the way I've done this hair so far. And I'm not able to figure out what I'm doing wrong, you know? Cause like, it looks good, right? I see how you are. I'm just not a fan of it. It's not my favorite. It's not something I enjoy. I don't like my candy to be spicy. And also, a lot of Mexican candy, like, I like candy that's like actually sweet, you know? And it's not sweet, it's just kind of like spicy with like some fruit leather in it. Which is fine, I guess, it's just not my thing, you know? I'm sorry, don't hate me for my candy tastes. TBH, that actually sounds good. I don't like overly sweet stuff unless I'm in a specific mood. Yeah, I'm completely different, yeah. I don't like candy except like Bomb Bomb Bum. I don't know what that is. What is that? Man, for some reason, I just cannot get this looking the way I like it. Maybe it's because it's a chibi cell? Yeah, maybe, but also just like, I'm just like not... I'm using like the same technique I usually use, and I just cannot seem to find a way to make it look a way that I'm satisfied with. You know? It's not spicy, it is sweet. I used to get it from a corner store in New York when I was little. It's like a lollipop that's red with gum in the middle. Oh, kind of like a blow pop. I'm very sad that I just can't seem to get this, you know? I'm gonna try and change some of the colors. It's called Pelo Rico, really. Yeah, I just... Bum bum boom boom. Try maybe simplifying it, maybe? Cause like you guys have seen me do hair before, and I don't know. I'm wondering if maybe I'm just like having an off day, which is like, you know, we have them. It's fine. Once again, I think I just gotta bite the bullet and try again right here. God. Because I really like how this top part turned out. The top part looks kind of cute and looks fine. But I really don't like how the lower part's turning out. Because it's just not coming out how I want it to. Wrong layer. Twerking at work. Twerk. Maybe shadows are like too intense? Maybe? Nope. Not what I wanted to do. Wrong layer! Oh, so we're bringing up the discussion of Emperor's New Groove back. God. Merge the layer, Kronk! Wrong layer! It's been a while since we've had a wrong layer moment. I'm starting to wonder if maybe what it is like, see this middle section? When I try to darken it kind of in the center there, right? It ends up looking weird, you know? Yeah, I feel like we're getting closer. I feel like we're getting closer now. Okay, this is looking a little bit more like how I wanted it to look. I think we figured it out. I think we've got this. We've cracked the code. Why do we even have that layer? God mood. Me all the time. I'm really sad because I really wanted to just complete all of the shading here today, and I just think that's not gonna happen the more we do it. There we go. I like how the lever first drops you into a crocodile pit and it's treated as a minor annoyance as worse. Honestly, crocodiles are kind of chill though. Like, especially if they're well fed. Like, if Yzma's keeping those crocodiles as pets, right? It makes sense that she'd have that lever as like oh, this is how we feed them, you know? And then I drop their food into their pits like this, right? So like you put like a goat or something on top of the panel, and then you pull the lever and the goat drops in, and that's how you feed the crocodiles. So that's why you have the lever. So if the crocodiles are well fed and well taken care of, they're not gonna be super aggressive and super, you know, starving. There's an alligator loose in my hometown hello? You can't, I'm sorry, hello? Caitlin, you can't just drop that? You can't just drop that just suddenly as like, you know, a casual aside? Would you like to share the full story with us? Was it like a zoo escape? Was it like a creature just that lived in the local pond? That was like, nah, I want to take a strut around town? Like, hello? Please share more with class. I think we all, like, you've just gripped the conversation. Somebody had a pet alligator, it got loosed, and there were multiple sightings until animal control caught it near the eye doctors. He was trying to get us some glasses! He just wanted to get himself some glasses! What? Oh my god. And like, the worst part is, I know where Caitlin's from, and it is not Florida, guys. It's not Florida. This is not a normal occurrence. What the hell? It wasn't huge yet. That's probably important to mention. That's crazy. Alligators are commonly kept as exotic pets, but like, ain't nobody need an alligator. Ain't nobody need an alligator. What? Alligators are not commonly kept as exotic pets. Well, I have no doubt. Yeah, that's... Like, can you imagine? Can you just imagine having an alligator? I could never. I could absolutely never. My god. So, did the guy get to keep his alligator, or is he no longer allowed to keep his alligator? Did the alligator, like, get returned, or did he get put down? Like, that's kind of an important thing. Because, like, your alligator getting out, that's kind of a sign that you're not a good alligator owner. Especially when you think about, like, the size requirements of owning an alligator and keeping it, like, happy and healthy. Like, you know, the average owner is not going to be able to care for it properly. Yikes. TH, I love alligators. I would like to brush one with a push broom. Yeah, but like you can't keep an alligator in your house unless you have like a whole room dedicated to the alligator. Wow. It was certainly not a legal gator. He's not getting it back. It's headed to a rescue. Good. Good. That's like the best case scenario right there, honestly. Cause like, that's insane. If your alligator gets out, you're not a responsible alligator owner. I'm sorry, no lie, no cap. I feel like Mike Tyson and have like 3 tigers. See, that's also, like, you do not keep big pets, big cats like pets. Big cats are another one of those things that should never be kept in captivity as a pet. Like, they're not a pet. That's just absolutely insane to me. Like, what'd you guys even do if you were just going to pick up your glasses and you saw a gator? What a menace. Like, no lie. Hi, Teddy Corn. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Is that good? Did we do it? Have we done it? Did we solve the Miku hair riddle? Grab it? Take it home? Duh. Oh my god. Of course. Well, you would. Big cats are almost entirely kept by men who want to feel like an alpha male and have a few extra $1,000s to spend on their insecurities. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, honestly, it just... You cannot possibly care for a... You can't possibly care for a creature like that in a way that is good for the creature. Like, I'm sorry, you can't. Like, they do not belong in rescues like that. They don't belong in private care, is what I mean. This is a reminder to donate to your local reputable big cat rescue. And to never get one as a pet. Nice. Mike Tyson is writing it off as a business expense because he uses them as sparring partners. That's not ethical for the animal. I know that's a joke. Like, I know that's a joke, but that's not ethical for the animal. It also turns out that feeding an animal that eats hundreds of pounds of meat a day is not inexpensive, and a lot of people don't realize how not expensive that is until after they get one. Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks for the animal. Like, that animal does not deserve that kind of life. Yeah. Yeah, but still, it's just... Especially because... Hello, Mr. Hanakoma! Thank you so much for subscribing! Really appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us. Hello, hello! It just... Another thing that just boggles the mind about that is, like... One, it's absolutely a vanity thing. And two... Just... People who do that... people who do that are absolutely, like, they're setting it up for other people to think that it's an okay thing to own, like, a tiger as a pet. You know? And then when someone gets mauled, like, I mean, I wonder whose fault it is, like the owner, duh, but also, like, you really can't just put forth the narrative that, oh, they're just like dogs, oh, what a great animal. Like, if it's just like a dog, get a dog. It's crazy, yeah. Hello, RIF41, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with us. We're working on coloring this little Miku. I've been working on for the past week or so. Mike's tiger ripped someone's arm off once. I'm not surprised. I've seen a video where one has one walking in an airport. That's just a public menace. Like, there's no way your animal is that well contained that you can do that safely. That's insane. You are a public menace if you do that. Don't take your pet tiger out for a walk to an airport. That's not safe. Mike ripped a guy's ear off. So if Miku was created in the Soviet Union, would she be called Our Ku? Haha, very funny, very funny. I gotta head out. No problem, Jisming. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with us. I have a lot of Miku stuff in my room, like Miku stickers and a Miku coaster, but I never understand what she's wearing on her feet. Are they socks that turn into boots? Actually, that is a fantastic question. So they're thigh-high boots, right? But a lot of cosplayers that I've seen make Miku cosplays, like, they don't just buy the Miku cosplay, they, like, make the costume themselves. What the most common thing to do for your Miku cosplay is take a thigh-high stocking and then get a pair of heels and cut a little hole in the heel of the stocking, and then put it over put the shoe inside the stocking, wear the shoe, and then pull the stocking up so you get that skin tight thigh high look. It's actually really cool. When's the title fight between you and Mike Tyson? Never. YouTubers fighting in MMA? Wow, what a world! Big Mac Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper, Big Mac Whopper, Big Mac Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger, 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 Big Mac Whopper, Big Mac Whopper, Big Mac Whopper. What's the PETA game parody stream? I would absolutely love to do that. Some more streams I want to do is I really want to do some more abandonware games. Do you guys remember when we played, what game was it? Clue Finders? We played the Clue Finders 3rd grade. That was a fun stream. I really want to play more games like that on stream going forward. Big Mac Whopper hamburger. God, I'm so sad that Amlongus is like doing stuff IRL right for the past few whiles because he loves this song. And a side of fries. Such a great. This is so great.
No need to yell, man. Right here. I heard you. Alright. I'm just gonna pull up to the window, alright?
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper. I rewatched that stream and it was hilarious. It was a fun stream. It was a really fun stream. That was a good game to play, I think. We should absolutely do more. Where's the prank video where we wake up Syl with an air horn? No, I could never. I could not do that. I love Syl too much. You guys don't even know. You guys don't even know how much I love Syl. Syl's like one of my besties. Like, I already bully Syl so much in just everyday normal life. I don't need to bully Syl for content. Syl puts up with so much, you guys don't even understand how much Syl puts up with. A grade 3 game was amazing to play with an alien funky. It was so fun. Like, I think some of the best clips also came out of that stream, too. So, like, that's why I want to play more, like, wacky games like that, because, like, I feel like it's such an untapped thing. You know, like, not a lot of people are playing them, so it's, like, a very unique thing to do. Yuki, don't read this. Hey, Sil, let's prank Yuki with an air horn. No, I'm not dating Sil, I'm dating Bahi. Sil's just my bestie. Sil's just like my best friend. I have a lot of best friends, actually. Like, I don't even know how many best friends I have. Is it bad that I have so many best friends? Am I just rubbing it in at this point? That, like, Yuki's cool and popular and all that? Like, I don't know, like, is it bad that I have, like, so many best friends? You know, Silicone Reptilian makes me think of those robot dinosaurs you get back in the 2000s. Low-key, low-key. I think, Sil calls themselves that, though, because, They used to go by Glass Dragon, and they thought that it was kind of, like, lame. So Silicone Reptilian is, like, Glass Dragon, but just, like, 20% cooler. Imagine having friends. I know, right? So cringe. If you have friends, you're cringe. Be a lonely no-life who watches VTubers. Dumb. It's a more flexible naming scheme. Low-key, low-key. Here, actually, I want this to just be a little less. Yeah. See, this part, this twin tail looks better than this twin tail, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll accept it. Maybe we can just, like, pretend we do not see it. We can just pretend we do not see the other one that looks kind of weird. I'm really sad that Sil hasn't been, I'm really sad that Sil hasn't been able to join streams, because Sil's just been, like, doing stuff, you know? Ugh, I'm drunk gaming so bad today. I don't even know what it is. Like, there's nothing that should be bothering me, and it is! I'm so mad. I hate drunk gaming. I have a really good friend. She literally calls everyone bestie, so it's not that bad unless your friends get jealous, of course. I know, I get it, I get it. Like, hey, bestie! Oh my god! Same. One sippy. Thank you, Teddy, for the sippy. Thank you, thank you. Ooh. Ah! Delicious. Delicioso. Delicioso. The pollen count here is super high this week. No, I get it. I get it. I feel like the pollen count has just been, like, super duper high, like, all across the country. So, yeah. Yeah, okay. Think we're gonna do the bangs, like, all in one? Probably, yeah. Okay, so my thing about the bangs is, so if you look at the way this is parted here, right? So there's this center part right through here, so we're gonna need to pull it in those directions, but also all these bangs right here are gonna get pulled in this direction. So the thing that I'm like fighting with myself over right now in my brain is if I want to. Okay, so I think okay, I think I'm smart. I think I figured it out. Okay. Me just, like, thinking and being anxious just figured it out. Okay. I know what I'm doing. So what I'm gonna do is, first things first, fill in, and then big mycelia network moment. Big brain. Big brain. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a line here, right? And the reason I'm doing this line here is this is gonna play as our gradient, right? So we're gonna have a little bit of... I just realized that I just realized that I left a little corner right there unselected, and I feel like a jerk. Which means now we have to undo everything and select that part, and then redo our selection. Okay. Boink. Okay. So I'm gonna fill this in here, and then, so we're gonna use the... Like I just did when I filled it in, right? And we're gonna use that as our gradient, right? I just realized I didn't do a gradient right here on this one, but it kind of doesn't need it. It already looks good without one. Huh. Okay, so that's gonna be our gradient, right? And then I'm gonna take the darkness. Hey, Dr. Z, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And then I'm just gonna do a line right here. So the background is gonna be kind of dark, right? And then I'm gonna go on the highlighting part, and I'm just gonna do like just a little couple, like a little highlight right here-ish, right? Just so that like you can see that I haven't forgotten what's back there for like the backlighting and such. So like I'm not gonna, like, that's not the complete, but like you can already see how that gives it just a little bit of a cool backlighting effect. So that's my brain, that's my idea right now. That's my brain idea right now. So like, I think I want to do that first before we get started doing the actual bang part. Because then whatever happened, then we can know right here, like the bangs will stop their coloring like right about there-ish. It looks good. Thank you so much, Dr. Z. Yeah, we've been kind of fighting with this the whole time, actually. So I'm glad that it looks good, and I'm glad that people think it looks good. Actually, here. What if I just use like a really big brush? Right? And I just did like one line right there. And then I trimmed it back with the eraser. Because that might give us a little bit more of a... yeah. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I was going for right there. That's what I was going for right there. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Alright. Onwards to the actual bangs. And we're trying to go this way right here. So we can start going down there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I really wanted to finish all of the coloring today, but I think I will just be satisfied if we just finish the hair. Just because I fought so long with that one, with the one twin tail right there, that we just have to make our peace with only getting this much done. And I feel like such a jerk. Alright. So many arcs, so little time. That's how I feel, like, constantly. Especially because, if I really want to do more, like, stuff for the future merch store on the channel, like, I really want things to go by a little bit faster, you know? Like, I want to be able to make more stuff quicker. you know? Because I feel like that's one of the big things, because it takes me forever to do things, especially on stream, you know? I am happy that it's like actually finally coming together and looking good. Because it was looking kind of hot mess there for a sec. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Imagine coming here and calling yourself Captain Rig and thinking you're not gonna get banned immediately, like, right? Especially, like, here's the thing. Like, if you come in with kind of a sussy username, like, if you come in with a sussy username, but you're not being a jerk, like, I will let it slide, right? And that's only if it's, like, kind of sussy. Like, if it's, like, outwardly hateful, like, it's not, like, yeah, no, that's too sussy for me. But, like, it really just all depends more, like, on how you're behaving. And if you're just being weird, like, dude, we're not about it. Like, I'm not even just gonna tolerate it. I'm not even gonna give you the attention you're after. Shake Technique is kind of sort of old school and classic. It makes the art so much more fitting. Thank you! I really like how I do, some of my coloring. And also, but I feel kind of like some of my art, like, I haven't drawn on my streaming PC, in a long time, like, in a while. I've been drawing only on my laptop, and my laptop is a completely different vibe from drawing on my PC. So I feel like my art's kind of taken a hit now that I'm drawing on my PC again. Just because I kind of have to relearn everything I used to do when I was drawing on my PC, you know? Because my old laptop, I used my tablet, and I would just draw with my tablet there, and it was the exact same technique, right? But drawing on my new laptop is completely different, so I'm doing things differently, basically. So it's weird kind of hopping between the two. I gotta head out. No problem, Ghost. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with us. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'll readjust. I gotta head out. No problem, Dr. Z. It was Dr. Z signing off, not Ghost. I saw Ghost's message first. Oops. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with us. It was good seeing you. Always happy to see some regulars. It's not Ghost. It's not Ghost. I read them in the wrong order. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I'm not leaving. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. This is what happens when I get, like, sucked into what I'm doing, and then I, like, only glance at chat. And ooh, that's what I feel. That's what it feels like. Yes, I agree. I like how everyone is just like, so welcoming and just immediately willing to jump onto the, okay, bye, it's good to see you, okay? Like, it's super sweet. You guys are all the best. Yeah, nice. I'm wondering if maybe I should have started with doing the bangs instead of doing the twin tails first. Because these bangs are actually coming out pretty cute. It's coming out really cute. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate everyone being very nice and supportive. I've definitely had my lumps with this one. And the more I look at the line art, the more I'm like not satisfied with the line art. So I'm kind of considering maybe doing line art on my own time so I can focus a little bit more. Just because I know line art is one of those things that I have just been fighting for a long time. And I'm finally getting to a point where, like, I am getting line art that I'm happy with, but it takes, like, all of my brain power. Just cut it back a little bit like that. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm also drawing, so I pop in and out. No, I gotcha, I gotcha, I gotcha. Yeah, streams are really good, like, background noise to kind of keep you company while you're working on stuff. I get that. I do the same thing. That's why I listen to a lot of video essays when I'm working on commissions. There we go. Hatsune Miku! It's me, Hatsune Miku! How'd you guys like my Miku impression? Alright. Here, you know what? I think I actually want to use a bigger one. Bigger brush here. Come on. I am gonna trim that back, don't worry. Is this Drinky Bird? The song that's playing right now? It is! Drinky Bird by Lemon Demon. This Riga is such a Chad for just not copyright claiming any of his music when I play it on stream. Like, you wish you were as big of a Chad as Neil Ciceriga. Come on. Nice. Have you ever heard Touchtone Bubblegum? I've heard Touchtone Telephone is Touchtone Bubblegum a remix. Because I've listened to basically all of Spirit Phone, like front to back. It's a Marina and the Diamonds and Lemon Demon remix. That sounds awesome. That sounds great. Because I really like Marina too. You guys remember when Marina was like just everywhere on like Tumblr and stuff? So funny. It's all good. I feel like these little sections right here are looking bunk. Here, I'm actually gonna clean up over here a little bit. Okay. Nice. Okay, that looks cool. That looks cool. There's actually like two versions. I'll post them both in the server. My favorite Marina song is How to Be a Heartbreaker. I actually haven't listened to a lot of Marina. What I've heard, I've liked though. Like, she's pretty fun. I like her stuff. I don't know if they're still, if her and her band are still making music though. I think they might be on like either an extended hiatus or, or maybe they're just like, their popularity has just fallen off, you know? Because I don't really hear people talking about them much anymore. Is it like they're just not popular anymore, or like have they stopped making music? Because I'm also wondering if like Marina ever had like huge stans, you know, in the same way like the My Chemical Romance kids have always like stanned My Chemical Romance, you know? And when they came back, like it was just kind of like a revival, like everyone just kind of dusted off their merch and just got back into it immediately. Like, would there be something like that that's similar for Marina? They had a special edition of Electra Heart for the anniversary. Okay. Yeah, and I honestly, how long ago was that? Was that like just last year? Or was it like a couple years ago? Because I haven't heard anything about that, especially considering how huge they were. That's kind of crazy. Like last month? Wow, I haven't heard a single thing about that. That's insane. God. Man, they weren't kidding about that pollen count, man. Absolutely bonkers over here. Nice. Okay. And at the very back here, right? Like I was talking earlier. Thank you, Office. Yes. Just a little highlight here at the back, just to show that, like, yeah, I haven't forgotten that the back would have a little bit of a fun lighting. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. I can't get over how sus your sneezes. I'm sorry. I sneeze like a kitten. I sneeze like an actual kitten. I sneeze like a little kitty. I sneeze like a kitten. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm sorry for having an adorable sneeze. Like, I can't help it. I can't help it that my sneezes are cute and perfect. This looks pretty good. This is good, right? Right? I did Miku. Achoo-woo. Achoo-woo. Yeah, that's kind of what I sound like. Basically, high key, high key, high key. This looks good, right? Like, this looks good? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure, because I'm not always sure. And then, what I want to do later is I want to do... like, I want to go over the line art, right? And I want to make the line art a, like a colored line art. I just think that would look really cool, right? And it would make the and then I can go over that again, right? So if I were to go over like this part right here, right? And then I go over it again with like that would look super cool, I think. Like that. See right there? And then like let's zoom out. Like see how you still see the light? Ooh, isn't that cool? I think that would be cool. So that's the plan for eventuallys. I'm gonna do that at the very, very end, though. I'm gonna do that at the end. So, oh, yo, right as we're about to sign off. Pink Guy cooks ramen and raps. God, I remember this era of YouTube. I like it was so bad. Like this was like a mean era of YouTube, but some of the stuff was just so shock funny. You know what I mean? God, fuck books. Yeah. Please, and the shit'll get you higher. Ha!
35 cents a pack, 3 for $1. Unbelievable pricing. That's the future of a blue collar worker. And I'm talking about
ramen. Oh god, this is so funny.
Come back when you're in the state that I'm in. And
say goodbye for top ramen. God, this is one of those songs that like I love it. I just don't know the words to it, so I can't like sing along like how I'm supposed to with the other shitpost songs. I've been on YouTube a long time, like 13 years now, I think. That sounds about right. I've been on YouTube for a long time too. I haven't been creating content for a long time, but I have been like watching things for a long time. I remember that era, man. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for coming by. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys taking time out of your day to come spend time with me. I will see you guys next week. Next week, I hope. I wanted to finish Miku this week, so I might finish Miku in my own time. Because, what the heck? Hey! Amanda, how long were you here? Amanda, what the heck? How long were you lurking? Stop! Why? You can't. Amanda! Guys, S-Comic has been lurking this entire time. Help! Help! Hi, senpai. Just, oh man. Oh, that's good. Lurking and working. I know the feel. I know the feel. Maybe next week we can start a new big project that I want to work on. So I have this massive poster commission that I owe Caitlin. Caitlin, actually, do you guys remember when my car, like, exploded and died, and it was gonna be, like, $800 to fix it? Caitlin was one of the people who helped me get my car fixed, because, she and her D&D group ordered, like, a $200 commission from me that I wanted to work on stream. So we're gonna be doing a big poster of everyone's D&D characters. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do the sketch for that off stream, and do like the skeletons, the posing, all of that, and we'll do like a clean sketch on stream, and we're gonna color it on stream because she ordered a like a colored sketch kind of poster. So we're gonna do like a good clean sketch with some nice kind of simple colors of everyone. So I think it'll be easier for me if I just get all the hard anatomy posing done on my own time where I can really focus, and then we just kind of do the fun stuff on stream. I think that'd be nice. So yeah. So I want to do that on stream so that I don't have to like worry about it constantly in my commission slot. So yeah, D&D group drawing stream. Yes, exactly. And I have like a huge email of like everyone's character bios and everything that you guys want to know. So if Caitlin can come in, maybe she can tell us some stories about her adventures. Dude, would you guys, hey, Caitlin, I know you're like my bestie, but I'm gonna put you on Baja Blast right here. I don't know if you're still in chat. Do you want to maybe like tag team it sometime and maybe like come on and tell us some stories from your D&D adventures while I'm working on your commission? Would that be fun? Almost like a collab? Because I know you guys know King Meme is like one of my IRL besties. So like, would that be fun? That might be fun. I know you guys have been wanting me to like have more collabs and more like teamwork friendships kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know. You know, another thing about Caitlin was like one of my original co-writers for some of my massive projects that I've had in the work for years and years, right? You guys know Audrey, my OC Audrey, who's a dimension traveler. Her whole story is she's a dimension traveler who's traveling the multiverse, and she's helping people to atone for a grand atrocity she committed in her youth. Caitlin was my friend who originally did the first draft of that story with me. So, like, we've been friends a long time. She helped me write the very first draft of that story. So, yeah, it might be really interesting. I've kept a lot of Audrey's story under wraps because I eventually want to turn it into something, and I don't want the lore to be completely spoiled. So, yeah, I don't know. I will ask her about it. No promises. Absolutely no promises, but I will definitely ask her about it and see if she's interested, maybe. But yeah. Okay, guys. All right, I'm gonna sign off. I might work a little bit more on Miku in my own time. I might not. Depends. But yeah. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me. It was really good seeing everyone. It's really good to be back. I really miss streaming and hanging out with everyone. So yeah. Okay, I'll catch you guys later. Okay, bye. I'll see you on the flip side, my Slam gang.